Let's see. I don't know what we're gonna look like. Hold on. I forgot to test this part. How big am I? Oh yeah. No, that's a good size. That's a good size. Jack and I, when we were streaming the quarry, we made the video box smaller, I think. I can't remember if this is the right size or not. Hello. Welcome back. I need to get some books to be my microphone stand. I'll just grab the classics. Hold on. Today, for our microphone stand, we have Anne Svekovich's An Archive of Feeling, absolute classic, absolute banger. We have Marika Seafor's Viral Cultures, Activist Archiving in the Age of AIDS, also a banger, 10 out of 10, could recommend highly enough. Then we have Kate McKinney's Information Activism, A Queer History of Lesbian Media Technologies, also a banger, 10 out of 10. When I read this book the first time, I had like an existential crisis. And then now for the final one, we have Anjalia Randakar's For the Record on Sexuality and the Colonial Archive in India. And that's another good one. Banger. Absolutely great. Thank you so much to everybody who just subscribed. Thank you so much to Messiah for Hire for the 10-month resub. 10 out of 10. Thank you so much to Squeaks Glitters for resubbing 27 months. That's a long amount of time. Thank you to Mistaken Bigfoot for resubbing with your Prime sub. Oh my god, I feel like this might be too tall. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Because my monitor isn't showing up, so I feel self-conscious because I can't hear myself. Is that me? Where am I? This is the curse of the Yeti mic, in that they are sort of the cheapest, most highest quality microphone, but they like slowly break in the most infuriating ways. And then thank you so much to Garden Tech for resubbing for 18 months, and to Potato Knot for resubbing for 18 months. Love books that cause a crisis. Thank you. Yeah, I'm writing about a crisis, and I am reading about it, and then while I'm doing both, I am experiencing it. Welcome back. Yeah, Disco Elysium streams always have the best book recs. These ones just happen to be great at holding up your mic and thereby your voice. Wow, it's deep. We've begun a hype train, which once again, I don't know what that is. Welcome back to Disco Elysium. It's been a minute. I was traveling for work. I went to New York City, and when I was there, yeah, of course we can. I'm happy to scoosh. Thank you so much for letting me know. I hope that's better. I can even scoosh me down a little. I'm popping into the red territory, which I don't love. Yeah, I went to New York City. For work. I spent every day in the archive. Silveria, thank you so much for resubscribing. I really appreciate it. For 4 months. Thanks for kicking around. Oh, Mistaken Bigfoot wants to give a treat to Virginia. I don't know where she is, but I will. Greenies. Oh my god. Hems and Haws also. Oh, did I hear her? Did I hear a little jingler? Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. These are from Mistaken Bigfoot and Hems and Haws. Would you like a treat? Here, I'll just set them down. I recently got her a new bag of treats, and they are so fresh and new that when I opened them for the first time, like I could smell how fresh and new they smelled. So I was like, wow, Virginia's gonna love this. And now I'm trying to use up the last of the savory salmon flavor cleans teeth and freshens breath greenies. And I do think a bit of her is like, why can't I have the brand new ones? Sir Driston and Towit, thank you both for resubscribing for 11 months for Towit and 22 months for Sir Driston, which is amazing because 22 is 11 twice. And that's pretty cool. You know what? No, I'm going to keep these close by because, okay, bye. She ate them and then she had to leave. Yeah, I'm so happy to catch up. So as I was saying, I was in New York City. I was in New York City for several days. I was doing archive work. And oh man, Exerted Design, thank you also for subscribing. 7 months, currently on a 4-month streak. Hell yeah, sick. But because I was doing so much work, she has so much important cat. I had to do a lot of work in New York City, and Virginia has a lot of kitty cat work to attend to also. Peeps also for subscribing. Damn. I feel it's wild. I feel like I was just streaming The Quarry with Jack, and I feel like everybody resubbed then, but I guess that was technically last month. So it has been 30 calendar days. So happy to see everybody who's resubscribed in that time and who watched our Quarry streams. But that was another reason why I wasn't streaming Disco. So I was in New York City. Then Jack and I played The Quarry, and we wanted to finish playing The Quarry instead of me streaming another ep of Disco because we had the momentum of The Quarry going, and it's harder to get Jack's schedule to align to stream, as we all know. And so we finished The Quarry. That's on. Listen, if you watch The Quarry streams, I need you to know, first of all, there's only like 4 of them. They're like 4 hours a pop. So easy, so consumable, so much fun. 2 things to know. Number 1, at any time there's an important decision, Jack and I will pause the game and discuss it. Thing number 2, the end of our game. Listen, it went off the rails in a way that made everybody very tired and angry at the game. Listen, I know what we did. Yes, I couldn't watch them because every time you missed a shot, I winced. Yes. So at the end, listen, I tried very hard, but sometimes when things get to you, you have to just respond to the things that happen. And that's fine. Conifer, thank you so much for saying this. You tried it 4 times and failed every single one. It's so good to hear. It warms my soul. We have to go back, though. The game goes so long between teaching you to shoot gun and making you shoot gun. Yeah. And, okay, anyway. Yeah, we did, listen, we're gonna go back. We gotta go back. But, it depends on when our schedules will align again, because Jack does work a weird job, and I work like a 9 to 5. So we'll see about that one. We're gonna do chapter select. Didn't happen this weekend. Maybe next weekend. We shall see. So that's another reason why we haven't been playing Disco Elysium. And then our household streaming setup was dedicated in part to the Friends at the Table stream for the National Network of Abortion Funds, which was exceptional. It was wonderful. I highly recommend watching it while it's on the Friends at the Table twitch.tv/Friends at the Table. 2 days of like 8 to 10 hours of games, and Friends at the Table and the collective who watched and donated raised over $160,000 for the National Network of Abortion Funds. And that is so wonderful. And you should go and check it out. Truly, just like such wonderful games and so fun. So I really recommend watching that. Oh, someone drove by my house really loud. So fun. So yeah, so we're back to streaming. Yeah, the pepper shaker. So Jack and I did a small segment with the dear Janine and Sylvie from hit actual play podcast Friends at the Table. That was my brain was like reboot. Sure, it was a Hamburger Schlemmer live stream reboot let's play, and we had a lot of fun doing that. So I recommend that one. Just a lot of fun. About 90 minutes, an hour 45, playing Hamburger Schlemmer. You know, what more could you ask for? But now we are back. We're back, and I want you to know that Twitch has changed the way that some things work related to ads before we even begin, which is that, so if you are subscribed, you don't see any ads. If you are not subscribed, you see a pre-roll ad. But they have now made it so that if you want to turn off pre-roll ads, you can turn on the ad manager, which has a 30-second ad at a certain point into the stream that you determine, and then you have a 30-second ad or like whatever interval or whatever length ad at whatever interval you can choose. So I've gone for the least amount of ad that I'm able to do while also having this turned on so that pre-rolls are off. Listen, I don't know. We're going to see how it goes. But I have now a timer. So if you're subscribed, you shouldn't see any ads. If you are not subscribed, you don't have to be, first of all. But you will likely see some ads. I have no control over what ads you see. I wish I could be like, only ads for Greenies, if you sponsor me, that would be great. But I am told when those ads are coming up, and then after the first ad, there's only a 30-second ad every hour. Listen, I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know why. I don't know what's gonna happen, but that's the sitch with ads. If capitalism is hell, so true. But also, I would like to make some money off of Twitch, so it's sort of like I live in a capitalism, and also like, Amazon. Potato Nut is gifting 5 community subs. Thank you so much. That's so nice. Pico212, Not a Bumblebee, Jahaba, Rikes, and Emaria Games _games. Sick. I love that. Thank you so much. Yeah, Twitch is pushing really hard for more ads. It is kind of inevitable. I'm sure that like before the year is out, they're gonna pivot real hard and real gross. They're also like trying to take the like revenue split between like certain levels of partners. They're trying to like increase the cut that Twitch gets versus the cut that partners get. I've only ever had it as a 50-50 split, but I think some people have like a 70-30 or something. I don't know. Listen, it's a hellscape, but I'm taking a pay cut this quarter to teach because I enjoy teaching more than I enjoy like doing research for other people that doesn't help my work at all. But because I'm teaching again this quarter, I have to take a pay cut to do it. It's so fun. And so I was like, oh, maybe I can integrate the lowest amount of ads for groceries. I don't know. We'll see. But just as a heads up, and I get this little timer that tells me when ads are going to show up. There's going to be one 30-second ad in 8 minutes and 30 seconds. And then I'll pause for like 30 seconds on whatever screen we're doing. I don't ever want to do something crucial during an ad. Then I also love this. There's a button that I can press to make a 30-second ad break happen. And it manually removes the upcoming auto ad. And the button that I have to run an ad looks like little dollars. Okay, say the quiet part out loud, Twitch. Yeah, the pay structure is awful. It's not good. But there's like a whole, I would happily show everybody the back end of Twitch, of like my Twitch. I've done it a couple times in classes when I've taught about Twitch to like show students what my like what the back end looks like on my dashboard. So this month on Twitch, or like the past 30 days, the Twitch says that I have made $300, $312.18 is their projected output to me. Thank you so much. And most of that comes from paid subs. So that's like the tier 1 and tier 2 subs. And then a separate section from that, it's like $36 comes from Prime subs. Thank you so much. Gifted subs. Somebody came in at the end of the Quarry stream and gifted like 20 gift subs. I'd never seen them before. Haven't seen them since. And he just showed up, dropped 20 gift subs. It was amazing. That was wonderful. And then ads, I made $32. $32 on ads, $7 from Cheers. And I don't know what Cheers are. It's, who knows? And yeah, so I would say if I'm streaming regularly, I'd make about somewhere between like $250 to $300. Cheers are bits. That's what I thought, but I didn't want to say it. Have I written professionally, academically? Am I peer-reviewed, technically kind of an expert on Twitch? Yes, but mostly only their terms and conditions as it relates to bodies and like bannable offenses as it relates to bodies. Yeah, cheers are bits. What a bad sentence. Great point. Oh, Squeak Glitters, thank you so much for the 100. You cheer bits. Yeah, you cheered 100 bits. Beers. Oh no, I don't know how to say any of this. But what I will do is I'm gonna run this ad. It's 30 seconds long, and you have to tell me, subscribers, subs, some of you, if you see it, and then that'll delay the next ad, and then it'll just be every hour, which is fine with me. Oh yeah, I totally wish that Twitch was clear on like what things paid streamers instead of just here's 12 different ways to interact with the stream and you don't know what actually does anything. So true. But that's the purpose, right? Purposefully obfuscating the way that like the wage works. And especially on like gamified platforms like Twitch. And like microcurrencies as a sort of like company script adjacent object. So weird. It is interesting that gift subs are cheaper than buying a sub for yourself. Yeah, it is weird. It is weird. It's like, because then when somebody has a gift sub, then when that person watches that channel, then they're encouraged to pay it forward, or like, hey, like, don't forget you got a gift sub. Don't you want to now engage? It's absolutely bizarre. A bunch of cat ads. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm going to run the ad. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm hitting the button. Oh. Okay. There's an ad in progress. 24, 23. Next auto ad is reduced by 30 seconds. What does that mean? Pre-roll ads are disabled for 11 minutes. Great. Sure. Didn't get an ad. I see yogurt. Secret ad. Oh, now I see it. Oh, Stranger Things. No ad for you. Okay, interesting. What we do in the shadows. Wow, what a good ad. Double secret pre-roll ad coming next. What? Oh no, an Adobe ad. A&W. Oh, that's weird. The ad passed over my household. That's very funny. That's very funny. I'm getting ads for things I can't eat. Oh no. Ooh, a Heinz ad. Ugh. God, what it is, you know? And then we won't have an ad for an hour. But I think I might be able to, when the ad plays, your screen gets popped into the corner and ad watchers won't hear you until the ads are done, and then you'll pop back into the full frame. Yeah, and then there are some ads that they're introducing that are like banner ads where they'll like make me like 3/4 of the screen, and then like 1/4 of the screen will be like the banner ad. All the ads made specifically for Twitch have fellow kids vibes. I believe it. I believe it. I have hello fellow kids vibes. Yeah, the banners, I know. I know. But I think I appreciate, listen, none of it's good, but I appreciate getting the ability to be as in control as I am. I don't know if that's me playing into Twitch's hand. It's all awful, but I enjoy playing video games with chat. So you win some, you lose some. And I don't want to have a Patreon that had like, I know that Patreon like wants to start having like video hosting on Patreon, and then Vimeo freaked out because right now a lot of like the video hosting of choice for people who don't want to have like publicly listed videos on YouTube are using Vimeo. But then Patreon was like, we're going to start having our own video hosting. And then Vimeo freaked out and they were like, I don't know what it is to be online. You know what I mean? They still haven't reached Instagram levels. Good Lord. Instagram? I can't even go on that application anymore. I can only open it for about like a few minutes because it's, you get like, it's like 2 stories from your friends, 2 ads, 3 stories from your friends, 2 ads. And it's all shit to like buy. And then, promise me this. And then we'll begin video game Disco Elysium. Never, ever, ever purchase something through what you have clicked on if you ever click on an Instagram ad. Never ever. That's all. Do me this one very small favor. And you know what? If you do want to go and check it out, go and open an incognito browser window somewhere else. Don't give them the satisfaction. Thank you so much. I once made an entire classroom promise me that they would never get the, I think the Amazon Echo was like for free for people who had like a student Spotify account. And I was like, listen to me. Do not let this surveillance technology willingly into your home. It's not free. Yeah. Anyway. Thanks. We're going to play a video game now. And I don't remember what has happened, but we will, nothing is free. The price is you. We'll try and do a recap. I'm just going to bumble around a little since it's been a while. And so I have the Twitch integrations. So at any time you can check out my character loadout and my journal to see what I have done and what I haven't done. And we're just going to carry along. Oh my God. Minnow Hunu. That is a great idea. I've started writing down the names of things. I screenshot so I can look at things later because I am often just completely undone by I'm like, oh yeah. Instagram knows that I want to look like an antiquarian or like a septuagenarian art teacher. A septuagenarian antiquarian art teacher. And Instagram knows it. And so sometimes I click. but I will never follow through. Okay. So we're playing Disco Elysium. Here's my 5-sentence summary of Disco Elysium. We are the worst cop in the world, recovering from amnesia, trying to solve a crime, brackets, lynching of a company man security merc. Not mech, just merc. Our partner's name is Kim Kitsuragi, the most patient man in the whole world. The Long Beach Pride Parade is today. Sorry, this is an aside. The Long Beach Pride Parade is today because Long Beach has to be #thatgirl. And so Long Beach doesn't have Pride in June, but usually has it in May, in like late May. I don't know why. But this year, because of COVID, they're having it in July instead, which is very funny. Because it was like, oh, Pride Month is over, so now we have to sell America stuff. But in Long Beach, that's not the case. It's just still gay, which is very funny. Kim Kitsuragi, most patient man in the world. Also kind of a neo-lib moralist, but that's fine. Kim can imagine no cubes in his brain, but he is so nice and patient and reserved. We have it in with like everybody here trying to #get paid. Sometimes this looks like we are receiving a bribe from either the overarching company of the company town of Martinez. And sometimes that's because we have it in with the union. The union that we're talking about is the dock workers union, which is currently on strike and has been on strike for several months. And the company has come in to try and negotiate with the union leaders. But of course, because this is also an RPG, we're doing a lot of side quests. So right now, I've just finished looking for sort of like meeting up with cryptozoologists who are looking for a mystery ghost bug. And Kim hates this. Sentence 5. Revachol, the land we are in, is haunted by its past communist uprising / revolution against a fascist dictatorship that eventually collapsed. And you see echoes of this throughout the game. I feel like that's the best I can do. Yes, one of the crypto-entomologists was a fascist. I don't know if I made him cry, but I did make him very upset because I did fine him for throwing away a racist mug in a private company's dumpster. It collapsed because the libs sold out to an international coalition, brackets, fantasy, the UN. So that's where we are. Poison Laker, great name. If you've been bribed by everyone, that's perfect impartiality. Exactly. That's what I'm going for. #baby. A VHS made for lonely people in the mid-90s titled Lieutenant Kim Being Patient with You. I think that's just ASMR. That's a very good point. I also hate that the crypto prefix has been sullied by stupid NFT / crypto stuff. Currency, whatever. The crypto fascist was the guy in that apartment with the mugs. Yes. Yeah. There are 3 cryptozoologists. One is the cryptozoologist's wife, Lena. One is the cryptozoologist, and then one is the cryptozoologist fascist. And we will absolutely get a outfit look at, but I think I need to engage with this Inland Empire thought first, and then we will check out our fit and our inventory. Inland Empire, that patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something, kind of out of the way, being so close to the water. Wait, I can't see anything interesting. What is this about? Discard thought. Oh, what is this about? Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there by the old buoy, bobbing in the water. Time to go. Oh, let's look at my fit. And what a look it is. Oh, thanks, bud. Oh, I have a new sticker on my water bottle. That is a naked person with tits. And I don't think Twitch will get mad at me about that, but I will acknowledge it. Is this the day where you have to send Kim away? That might be. Yeah, don't toss me. Tossed. Oh, I was going to try and invent a new slang, like TOS, terms of service, but toss. But I think it sounded more sexual. We may have to. So the reason we would try and send Kim away is because he can't be there when I process the body for the boots. But I think I have the boots given that they are on me. So maybe I did that last time. Unsure. I think Kim went to bed and then I did do it, but we'll check to see if it's still in there. I'm not sure. Okay, so here's our fit. I think I am wearing a lot of these clothes in particular because of when I was talking to the crypto fascist. You got the boots, but you would have to send him away so he can process the body. Got it. Okay, well, I'll do that around the afternoon, evening time. I don't know what time it is because we are in our inventory. Would I be told? Yeah, it's 7:22 right now. So when we go back, I will send Kim away with the body. I'm very far away right now from Martinez. We might fast travel back just to speed things up a little. Let's see. What should our fit be? Should I bring back the horrific necktie? Should it be the scarf? I gave my hat to Annette, I think. I need to karaoke before sending him home. Oh, yeah. Did I get the tape? The sad tape? Is it in the interactables? I feel like I may have. Oh, no. There is fast travel. Oh. The power armor is not disco. No. Put on my big old boots. I'm pretty sure there's fast travel. Okay, I am getting confirmation from the chat. Fast travel is real. It does exist. +1 logic, plus physical instrument. I like the conceptualization one because I get a bonus from my successful conceptualization checks. I think I get an XP bonus. It's more like a bus than traditional fast travel. Yes, it is very limited fast travel. It's like there are 2 places right now that I have. I'm not holding anything in my left hand, but I feel like I could be. Yeah, this one. -2 authority, but I have to remember that that is true. Ooh, he looks so sad. Let's remember that my authority right now and my suggestion are taking a hit. Which frankly tracks. Okay, let's look at this object. Oh, a buoy bobs in the water. The number on it says 11. Okay. And what is this? These heavy military blockades are riddled with bullet holes. Crumbling. Okay. Let's check out our map. That's where the hanged man is. Would love to... Now that I've said that there is fast travel, I did forget how to get to it. How does one get to the fast travel? No one knows. I said it. I've used it. These soggy logs smell of ignition fluid, still they won't light up. It's almost impossible to get a fire going this near to the ocean. How do I use the fast travel that I know I have? I would have to go back to the church. Is it like from locations to locations? Oop, oop, oop. Yeah, I beat one of the points. Thank you. The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? Okay. Just trying to remember where I am. It's simultaneously good and bad to begin again at a video game from a point you have just discovered, because it's so exciting, you know? New places to explore, but the other question, of course, is how do you get back to the areas that you do know? I remember this. I feel like I'm walking back manually now. Oh, okay, that does make sense. Can I fast travel from here? Let's see. You are here. Great. Let's head back to Martinez. I will talk to so many people. Thanks for the heads up. Okay, so let me, first of all, if I want to do karaoke, I need the sad cassette tape. Currently in my inventory, I have Shot Put Ball, Photo of a Happy Couple, Production Schedule Filament Memory. I need that. Cindy's Brush, Antique Belle McGraw Rifle, Figurine Set Headless Faln Rider. Okay. Postcard La Delta 51. Empty cassette case. Banged up fuel canister. Postcard Coal City 08. Icosahedral red dye. We got this dice from a woman in the doomed commercial district who makes novelty dice. My interactables include the instant photo of tattoos, my RCM badge, the Yellow Man mug, apricot chewing gum wrapper, which I'm pretty sure reminds me of my ex-wife, book La Fumée, book The Man from Helmdall and the Devil Woman, Helmdall, Medicinal Purposes of the Pale, a book I would love to be reading, The Map of Martinez, yep. Handwritten note from the fridge, white envelope, fractured bullet, smallest church in Salsen, filthy jacket. Oh, I can wash this. Folded library card. Yes. That's the tape? What's the tape? Oh! That's my sad tape. Great. Okay. I also just remembered that we do have... So there was a man who died on the boardwalk. I think he drank himself to death and he hit his head, and then Raphael had a nervous breakdown seeing a dead man. That reminded him of him. Cheery. Did I go back to Joyce and talk about the pail? I don't believe that I did. But I think maybe before I did talk to her, I would want to read my book about the pail, which maybe, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like here's how the rest of Raphael's day should go. We should go and sing karaoke. People are gunning for the karaoke. Then we send Kim home with the body to process it. Number 3, I go back to my room and read the book about the pail. Yeah? Seems pretty good to me. Seems like a pretty good breakdown. A pun. Sounds like a day. Yeah. Seems pretty good. I just worry that my karaoke would end in some kind of day-ending forced aspect, and then I would not be able to send the body off to processing for another day because I would want Kim around or something. Okay. So let's... Well, let The tape you found from a shack on the coast. The A side has smallest church in Saint-Saëns written on it, while the B side is supposed to contain the instrumental version. Requires a boombox to play. If I interact with it. There's no way to listen to the tape without a working tape player or a porta reel at hand. Inland Empire, medium success. But even just holding the tape makes you feel a little sad. If you're worried about forgetting something, you could check your check/quests list, but honestly, that does sound like a good day. Yeah, I'll check my hashtag journal eventually. Reaction speed, easy success. A pawn shop. A pawn shop would have a tape player. Oh, did they not have a tape player in the... in there already? Is the pawn shop closed? Surely not. Pawn shops don't close. I have 65 real. I'm basically rich. Let's see. Oh, it's yellow. Why? Scribbled between the thighs of a page 3 girl. L'origine du disco. So that's a play on the origin of the world, l'origine du monde, which is just a painting of a vagina. All right. Please sell to me a boombox. Yes, 12 real. Great. I remembered. The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that gold and amber Harman Wowshi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes. Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music.
He grimaces. That's odd. Why doesn't he like music? Conceptualization, challenging success. Don't like music? What do you like then?
The stuff I record myself. Silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by. Nocturnal animals climbing on the roof. Airship rotors. That kind of thing.
He loves ambiance. Conceptualization. Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds he's describing. I want to buy that boombox. Cost 12 real. You got it.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Exceptional. Oh my god, I get to hold it. Is there any... There's no other benefit. Wow! Wow! What a look! What a look! I'm so excited. This is a cool guy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We need a karaoke outfit. I think we have to up. Oh, it's so hard. So right now we're upping our esprit de corps. We don't need that. This is our silk robe with dragons on it. Gives us a plus to drama and electrochemistry. Oh, mesh top. Yeah, you got it. So we've got the mesh top now. Wow. Okay, and then I think, yeah, the bow tie. It's a look. It's definitely a look. Okay, now the brogues give us a plus to empathy. The shoes that we're wearing now give us a +1 to perception. We should up maybe our inland empire for... Oh. I wonder, did it change? Okay. Logic, no. Yellow pants. Well, so the yellow pants, while I agree, have better flair, they do detract from our savoir-faire, which is an issue because I imagine we will need savoir-faire in this situation. Oh, the karaoke check is disco? I don't know that is disco. I don't think disco. I think maybe I just think that that's not. No. Yeah, you were joking. I figured. I knew that. I just wanted to double check in my own what I have. Okay. All right, Kim. Come with me. Oh no, this is how we leave. Yeah, it's like a hidden stat check. Yeah. Where is this party happening? Do you hear this? Who is partying? Oh, it's the radio on the boombox. Right, sure, of course. I thought we'd be able to find a party. But you're right, Raphael is the party. That's RAC, baby. All right, we're going in. We're going in. It's going to happen. I don't know how I'm going to do this right. Don't worry, everybody. I'm here. Okay. And it's like, what do I interact with? Do I just get up here? Come on, Kim. All right. This feels right. You belong here. Correct. I do belong here. All right, everybody. I'm here. I'm on this stage. Look at how I stand with my friend. Oh, I talked to Gart. He's the worst.
Can I help you?
I'm not sighing at you. No, goodbye. Who do I... Excuse me, proprietor? Excuse me, my good man. Yeah, you know I'm going to wear my oversized yellow gloves to the disco. Yeah, you're so right. Let's check the journal. Okay. It's like one of the first things I think we thought about. Yeah, sing karaoke. Get hold of a sad song on tape. I have a sad song. Maybe if I have to listen to it first. Hold on. If I have to listen to it. Okay. I'm just going to interact with it. Okay. The Porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic reader. Okay, hold on. Not now. Hold on. I'm going to go into the kitchen and listen to it because I don't want anyone to accidentally hear me before it's time for my show. Hey, bud, don't worry. I'm just going to stand here in the corner and make sure that my boombox works. Hold on. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. I'm going to press play, but like real quiet. Okay. You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. Press your ear against the speaker. Yeah, private sound check, take one. It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple melancholic tune, echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in. Let me turn this up so everybody can hear. Telling you about the tiniest church in Saint-Saëns, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. Within seconds, you know. This is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trashed your room to. This one tells it like it is. This is your tune. A click. Then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops playing. Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this. No, I couldn't. It's too sad. I might cry and trash the room again. Scratch that. I'm already crying. And I look dumb. And old. No, it's number one. Raphael, I feel like Raphael is the kind of man, and I've talked about this before, he's sad cop, right? So sad. Raphael, okay, desperately believes that he can reinvent himself. That's why he's Raphael, right? He's Raphael through and through. He refuses to admit that he's Harry. He won't even pursue generative dialogue options where he may have to insist that he is Harry. And so I do feel like Raphael is experiencing this second puberty where it sort of is like, I'm going to do and explore everything that I could be. Maybe I'm an artist now. I'm an art cop. I'm going to paint a beautiful mural. And I think that includes, could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this. He's got this. Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like a million times. Yep. They're all here. All 3 verses. And the B side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands in your way. Nothing can stop me now. Garta. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand. The lieutenant looks at you as you remove the tape from the boombox. He doesn't say anything. End. Okay. So I may have been a little premature with choosing my outfit. I may have to present myself to Garta with a sort of, composure, So I may just have to quickly, let's see. Oh, right. Yeah, let me just put this back. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, this one. Okay. Yeah, okay. Quick. Yeah, we are a coward. I think that is definitely a trait of Raphael's. He is still a coward. I need to prove to Gart. I need to make Gart listen. I know who Gart is. That's all I'm saying. Hello.
Can I help you?
Gart, I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
Yeah, but look him in the eye. Johnny Law is about to tear it up sad style. Why do you even have the PA system if no one's going to use it? It's part of my quest of self-discovery. Help me. This is my way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please let me say I'm sorry. You are right, it's not the right time yet. No, incorrect. Oh my God, drop the coat on stage for the grand outfit reveal. Big Anastasia vibes. Grandmama, it's me, Anastasia. You know, we've all seen great DreamWorks film, animated feature, Anastasia. I do feel like with Garch, I will say Johnny Law's about to tear it up sad style.
The whirling doesn't need more sad style. That's one of the styles it can do without.
And then I will immediately apologize.
By causing more trouble, I think we're good. It's for the... It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
It's not a prop. It's for your clients. I know it's used.
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
He admits, reluctantly. I'm a real client, I've paid my bills, and I have the right to use the karaoke machine. Or, option 2. Okay, fuck me then. Just fuck me. Which is very funny. I'm going to go with number 1.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
He comes up with a counter argument. It's all right. I have my own song with me. Give him the tape. For smallest church in Saison. The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
He shakes the tape at you. Perception. Hearing. Medium success. I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah. Time to do the damage. Goodbye. Okay. Now we can put our outfit back on. I do love that because I'm wearing like beige trousers, it does sort of look like I'm not wearing any trousers, which to me is very funny. And I think the hat has to stay on, right? We're all in agreement. The shoes, these? No, the boots. And then no, I don't want to take away from my drama. Probably the blue sunglasses look the best. Yeah, the hat stays on during karaoke. So true. Hat adds mystery. Maximize drama. Yeah. Dick. Sullen. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And the gloves have to stay on. I could put on, you know, one, like the found gloves, the fingerless gloves, but I do think that the yellow gardening gloves, like that's truly Raphael style, you know? God, look at him. Look at him. It's like the dramatic sort of turnaround, you know? Like, oh, who? Me? Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau? Bana. Bana. Ba. Yeah, I think it's gonna go well. All right. You guys ready? Karaoke stand. The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. Savoir-faire, easy success. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Okay. Look, Kim, I'm going to sing karaoke. Put your lips against the microphone. Test it. Look around the room first. Drama. Formidable. 13. I'm ready, Gart. Hit play. Okay. Oh yeah, we got a +1 to dress code for our silk dragon robe. Okay. Should we go down the list of responses, or should we just immediately hit it? I do think that going down the list is probably more beneficial because I've learned that you might learn things. You have to say, look, Kim, I've never not gone down the list. Yeah, okay, let's go down the list. Look, Kim, I'm going to sing karaoke.
I can see that.
He sounds so disappointed in us. The lieutenant steps away from the stage, ready for your performance. You know, he's not ready for your disappointment. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to say that. Put your lips against the microphone. Test it. Karaoke stand. Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand? Hands. Where do you put your hands? Look around the room first. The bar is full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any attention, but still, you feel your knees turn to noodles. Okay, now a couple is looking at you. Even worse. Inland Empire, medium success. They are going to hate you. Just make sure you move, okay? Don't be stiff. Fuck. Okay. Throwing in some dance moves gave us a +1. We did get -1 for the hand conundrum and -1 because we did get too close to the mic. Okay, yes, yeah. Let's just meditate. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. We're gonna hit. Listen. So drama, okay, is. I could even put a point into it now. You know? But drama is an intellect. I might just do it. I might just level up now. I got one. Might as well. I did it. You know? I know. You know, it's already so high, but I'm a dramatic man. It's literally my highest trait. I don't know why. It's fine. I'm just panicking, okay? I'm panicking. We're going to meditate now. It's fine. Just shake it all out, okay? We're going to meditate, and it's going to be fine. We're going to put a point into intellect. That's the blue one. We're going to take a point away from basically anything else. Just please don't kill me. Off we go. 1, 2, 3. Up to intellect. Down from, psyche? That seems fine. I voted myself. I voted. Both results are great. Thank you so much. I'm glad to know that you do believe in me. Okay. 97, you know, it's still. I'm ready, Gart. Hit play. The air is thick with anticipation. Someone dims the lights as the music starts. Okay. Here we go.
I would often go there, to the tiny church there, the smallest church in San, though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there, down through the mist there, toward the Seven Sisters, toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there, in that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
Well done, bud. Yes, so as people in chat are pointing out that that is the sound of the ancient reptilian brain singing. And it's also the voice of the dead man. And so now we get this implication that I guess that voice has always been Raphael's, which is nice. And I do love the line, looking forward to the past here. It's a good line. If you fail, limbic system sings. Oh, goodness. That is funny. That is funny. Well done, Raphael. I'm proud of you. There was a brief moment of panic, but we got through. A lazy applause fills the room. You feel your hands shake as awareness of your body returns to you. Thank you, ancient reptilian brain. I want to dedicate this song to whoever wrote me that fucking letter. I still love you. Thank you very much, asshole. I'd like to dedicate this song to my partner, Kim Kitsuragi. I'd like to dedicate this song to Gart for letting me sing it. It's all shit, Gart. I'd like to dedicate this song to the RCM. Please don't fire me. I don't want to dedicate this song to anyone. I performed it for myself. Well, first I should say thank you, ancient reptilian brain. Thank you. There is silence now in the deep where the voice came from. It has receded, to return only in dreams and nightmares. This guy really carried you. I'd like to dedicate this song to my partner, Kim Kitsuragi. He's going to hate this. Nod to the lieutenant. The lieutenant doesn't say anything, but gives you a quick smile before turning away. It's pretty cute.
Good, good. Are we ready? I want to unplug the microphone now.
The cafeteria manager intervenes to cut the moment short. Last words? Evening will come. We will sow the white sail. Workers of the world, unite. No question. That would always be it. Okay. Oh, let me change. Hold on. Kim doesn't need to see me like this. Logic, suggestion. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And I don't need to carry this boombox around. Yeah, there we go. That's the RAC I know.
Yes?
Okay. Well, Kim, let's go look at the body in the fridge and send it to processing. We are going to get a good grade in Kim, a thing that is both normal to want and possible to achieve. I went for a hike at a national park recently. The Channel Islands National Park here in Southern California. And there was a national park ranger who some of my friends and I were stopped because we were waiting for my partner to come back from like sort of checking out a space nearby. And we were stopped and a national park ranger drove by in a truck, looked at us and said, "You guys doing all right?" And then I felt very embarrassed because I was like, that national park ranger thinks that we're terrible hikers. That national park ranger is like, these people suck. And I related this to my friend who said to me, "You're going to get a bad grade in Island now." And I was like, wow, you're right. I am going to get a bad grade in Island. Oh, I have to go and tell Plaisance that I did go back into the doomed commercial area. Oh yeah, should I tell Lena? That I did run into her husband? Or did I get them to call? The snow is pretty. Oh yeah. The snow did break my game one time. Checking back in. Okay. Okay. Let's bag him, Kim. Take him away. The lieutenant takes the body away. You work alone for the rest of the day.
All right.
He takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over the dead man's face. I'm sorry, I'm just imagining this happening in the gigantic bear fridge.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Bag the corpse and drag it into the motor carriage. Leave. Goodbye, Kim. It's time for me to go read a book in my room. Although I guess I could go to the room in the village for free. Unless, did I already pay to stay in this room again tonight? I guess I must have. Oh, a hot smoking guy is downstairs. I'll go talk to him, don't worry. Don't worry, I'll go talk to him. I'll go talk to him. Because I do think there is some kind of like time-locked quest with him or something. Hey.
Hi
What's up?
again, gendarme.
Let's meditate into composure. That's yellow. That's our Motorix. I got a skill point. Do we have composure clothes? Great question.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Bye-bye. Composure, 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 composure. Oh, these shoes. And not those shoes. Okay.
Hi again, gendarme.
28%. It's not zero. What is it about him? What is it about the way he carries himself? He's so different. Check failure. It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
You know, I'm a creature of the now. Oh. Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched. So there's a lack of magnesium in me? Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream. I need to mag it up? So, I need to mag it sideways? Mag it sideways? What are you talking about? You need to mag it up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already, and the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium. You're saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form? I need to stop thinking about this. Isn't magnesium a drug? Yes. If you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system. I know that magnesium IRL, not a drug. But have they done some kind of, they've made some kind of weird magnesium thing. Yes, we can also meditate into composure. And now I've got a couple more white checks that I can retry. Yeah, and I will begin. Okay, and then I've also unlocked a new thought, which is magnesium-based life form. Magnesium is the default healing morale item. Okay. It is generally understood that human beings are carbon-based organisms, fusing little carbon tubes together to form complex, mushy structures capable of thought, love, and locomotion. It is also known that these structures sometimes like to take the edge off by consuming ethanol, amphetamine, etc. In such cases, it is important to supplement your body with magnesium. Tired? Mag it. Down? Mag time. Liver damage? Maximum mag. Some people say magnesium doesn't really do anything, and you just need to quit. What do we tell them? Maggot is very funny because it sounds like maggot. We should try thinking about something, given that we have a couple. Wasteland of Reality is pretty interesting to me. Given that it's, I think, again, I'm doing a sober playthrough, and I've talked about this before, that the game treats that with difficulty, right? Like, instead of saying to you, congratulations for not drinking alcohol and congratulations for abstaining from drugs, the game does treat that with the sort of severity that sobriety, especially when you use drugs or you do drink alcohol, that can have. So I think that's pretty neat. Okay. So let's Oh, okay. Oh, Lord. We have to vote. Up to Motorix, down to intellect, I guess. I hit the button without any warning. I didn't mean to. It was my accident.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Okay, even. 58%. Totally possible. Let's see. Yes! Nailed it. Could he be a member of the homosexual underground? Encyclopedia, medium success. Just pointing it out, but we're not talking about some kind of cult with members here. You made it up. Are you part of the homosexual underground?
The homosexual underground?
The smoker sits up immediately, his eyes wide with amused surprise. A honeyed smile lingers on his lips.
Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate?
Yes, I want to hear more about this homosexual underground you're part of.
Oh, it's a pleasure group. A sub rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night.
What about Thursday night?
Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life.
He lowers his voice conspiratorially and looks around. But why do you convene? What do you do?
Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Rebishol have to hold on to, the true symbols of security, the meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore.
I like knowing who I am. Does it have anything to do with disco? Other questions. I had other questions, really. Try to back off. But I like knowing who I am.
But do you also like the razzle-dazzle of gold? Do you like parties and discos and having fun under the vibrant lights of Saturday night?
I'm gonna be honest,
Because
these days...
instead of the traditional family unit, we're going to have all this razzmatazz. And mysteries, of course, too. Mysteries of sexual nature, very esoteric. And disco music and drugs.
He kept talking. He kept talking beyond the end of the paragraph. That's the queerest kind of way to approach a paragraph.
Because instead of the traditional family unit, we're going to have all this razzmatazz. And mysteries, of course, too. Mysteries of sexual nature, very esoteric. And disco music and drugs.
I do like disco. Maybe I should get into it. No, this is not me. That much fun should be illegal. No, I do like disco. Maybe I should get into it.
You can't just get into it.
Oh.
You have to be born into it.
Oh.
One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it.
That sounds very prescriptive. What if I can't remember whether I'm in or not? What if I can't remember anything about my life, aside from the fact that I like disco? Oh my god, an ad is about to start. In 5 minutes. Thanks, Twitch. What if I can't remember?
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed.
The smoker crawls up to you like an animal preparing to jump. He circles his hands around you.
I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look.
Okay. Okay, I have to think about it. This is gonna be like a 20-hour mind project for me. 20 hours at least.
Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. 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 Conceptualization. Medium success. A man like you can figure out his sexuality in a working day. It won't be 20 hours unless you want to enter the heightened realms of the phantasma erotique afterwards. Then it may be 20 hours, asterisk, or more. But that would be on your own time. Wow.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Wow. Wow. A lot happened there. Homosexual underground. Research time, 8 hours. Temporary research bonus, none. You see mysterious strangers in the night, leaning against unlit doorways, engaged in a hushed conversation. A shadowy cabal exchanging looks, whispering in dark alleys and unmarked locales. A radical cell conspiring against the state, and perhaps even against man and woman. Was that a secret handshake? What's going on? Who are these secretive people? How will they accomplish their sinister and world-altering goals? And most importantly, are you one of them? You could be. Maybe you forgot. Oh no. It shouldn't be cut. Some people are still here, still live. Maybe try refreshing. We're supposed to get an ad in 2 minutes. Great. Great, great, great. Great. Thanks everybody for being so responsive and talking about the quality, the like literal quality, graphical and AV quality of the stream. Hydrate, I will. Okay. Good. I don't have any notifications on my projector, the stream manager, that says, oh, watermelon. Fuck, I want watermelon so bad. I haven't had any watermelon at all yet this summer. I also haven't had any tomatoes. I'm really holding back. I haven't had any watermelon or tomatoes, and I will soon have them together in a salad with burrata and chili. It's so good, covered in olive oil and salt and like blackcurrant vinegar. It's so good. Yeah, I haven't had any tomatoes yet. I haven't had any yet. I'll tell you why. It's because when Jack arrived to the country in March, they planted our garden and it has tomatoes on it, in it. And they grew them from seed. And I'm sort of entertaining this perverse idea that the first tomatoes that I'll have this summer are the tomatoes that came from their garden. It's such a good salad. I can't recommend it enough. Okay, I'm gonna unlock. Is this an empty spot? It is. Okay, then I am gonna think about this. Great. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, in 8 hours, RAC will remember that he's gay. And we're gonna have an ad in 10 seconds for those of you who will see ads. And then I won't do anything for 30 seconds because I don't want you to feel left out. We'll see what happens. Tell me about the ads you see. Ad starting soon. It's so weird. Okay. It still says ad starting soon. I wish it would say ad is happening. I'm gonna... Oh? It is a nice song. Blink, blink, blink. Oh, Samsung, where they play the Backstreet Boys song that took place in a haunted house. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have some thoughts. Let's see. Using the thermodynamic expander condenser cycle. Nice. Shivers. A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. Listen. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm. What is this place to you? My new hangout, where I could silently sit, drink, and die, while looking at the waves roll in. My forward base for the coastal part of the operation. It's free. That's good enough. I could live here. Looks like this is my new home. Wonder where the old one went. Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen and a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. This could have been you. This could still be you. A down-on-his-luck nobody, trying to survive. Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation. No, wait, I changed my mind. I want to choose again. There is no going back. Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice. Look under the floorboards. Can I? Lord. Oh no, that's the mirror where I could, like, cut my own face off. You see the waves, the sea, a church. Oof. Okay, let's read a chapter about the Pale. Medicinal purposes of the Pale. A small green book giving off a peculiar foreboding impression, although it's hard to figure out why. It describes the various way of healing debilitating ailments through the use of pale, some of which sound implausible at best. Medicinal purposes of the Pale. Medicinal purposes of the Pale. The cover of this heavy tome features a number of esoteric symbols. Open the book. Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the general benefits of the Pale. A large pharmacopoeia makes up nearly half the book. What's a pharmacopoeia? You come across the following explanation. While modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated by so-called experts based on the results of clinical trials, readers will find assembled here the timeless wisdom relied upon by generations of traditional soulite medicine practitioners. Practitioners? I don't think so. Mesk mystics and Ilmarin folk doctors. It's all quackery, in other words. Encyclopedia showing their bias. Finally, something to calm the angry spirits that have been plaguing you. It seems to describe... I read this already. Is there anything in there about restoring lost memories? I just want something that will soothe the relentless torment of my existence. Anything about curing an apocalyptic hangover? Enough of this. I'm gonna start from the top and work my way down. There are a number of soulite tonics that promise to improve your short-term memory, but nothing that speaks to your condition. What you're describing is booze. You don't need any herbs for that. There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while browsing through the various descriptions, you become convinced that you could assemble something from the ingredients listed here. Want to give it a shot? Rub your hands together. All right, book. Let's see what you got. First, you need to choose a basic ingredient. Ginger root, a sprig of fresh mint, common meadow rue. I like ginger root. Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle. Mix it with a dram of whiskey. Boil it with a tea made from birch bark. Mash it into a paste with some aloe vera extract. I'll boil it with a tea made from birch bark. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add? A few pomegranate seeds, a spoonful of sugar, some wild ginseng root. A spoonful of sugar. The ginger root will help with the nausea, and the birch bark tea will help you flush out the toxins. The sugar just makes it taste better. The very thought of this tea causes your muscles to relax and your mind to clear. You're more present and in control than you were a moment ago. Savor the feeling a moment longer. A tinge rushes down your spine, and you feel your toes uncurl. If only it could always be like this. I want to try to concoct one of those hangover cures again. A sprig of fresh mint. Mix it into a paste with some aloe vera extract. Some wild ginseng root. I thought I said mint, please. Interesting. They've gone back a little. That's fine. The tree is a little bugged. You know, it's important for a tree to have bugs. That's fine. I'll put the book away. Don't worry, book. It'll be fine. And then, so this is the communism magazine, which we've already read. So maybe let's read The Man from Helmdall and the Devil Woman. Let's read a little bit of that. The front piece of this old paperback features a muscle man in chains, kneeling before a salacious-looking woman on a regal seat. A bonfire lies between the throne and the man, casting shadows on the wall, and the shadow of the vixen's headdress looks like a pair of demonic horns. The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Helmdall man. Look at the back cover. The jacket copy proclaims, "Man from Helmdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, noble Tierbald. Before Man from Helmdall can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Helmdall be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend? Time to flip through this book." You open the book to a random page. Man from Helmdall, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield. Good God, this is some retrograde stuff. When was this shit written? So true, rhetoric. You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38. Oh shit. Gritty and heroic. Let's give this a chance. Ugh, vulgar. Close the book. It is racist. And misogynistic. But it's an exploitation book that was written in 38. So, I'm gonna give it I'm not gonna call it gritty and heroic, but I am gonna look at it. Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Hjelmdaler tribe from the village of Hjelmdal. The ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Katla howl out his name. Okay, got it. No need to read further. 2 Zweihanders? How many hands does man from Hjelmdal have? Man from Hjelmdal rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back, he is off to war. Will he conquer his enemies? Will he conquer himself? I'll turn the page. The steel muscles of man from Hjelmdal. The steel muscles of man from Hjelmdal gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid northlands he calls home. I don't want Raphael to internalize any of this. But me, KB, am interested, but they're not so me. I'm gonna close the book, don't worry. I'm gonna put the book away. And then we have this library card. Did we open it? I don't know. Let's see. The library card is folded into 2 and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card. Issued to Billy Megin. Expires July 53. We did open this. Yeah. And then this. It's so gross. Ugh. As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound. Why did I fondle the shit jacket again? There is no why. Let's just put it away then. Where can I wash this? I feel like I remembered somewhere I could wash it. And I don't remember where. Okay. There's someone who can wash it for you. Okay, got it. Got it. Time to go to sleep. I think I did encounter a washer person. Briefly. Someone washing. Unsure. The bed is comforting if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest. I will go to sleep. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away. Good night, Pinstripe. Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces, and all those names, all that laughter and screaming and scheming around, every corner and every street. Recorded in you, forever, on Pharaoh tape. Spinning in eternity. On and on it goes for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance, rising above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars. Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, The last time. The smoke in her mouth, the potted flowers, the faces turning, changing. What is it? It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit. The colors, the voices, all stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images. You're the son of the world again, Harrister. A ceaseless agent picking up litter and old newspapers, collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless. Meaningless keepsakes. Reading your awful letters and recalling things, are you? The endless names of the world. An address book. You are. The map of a city. That's right. I am an agent of the world. You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man? For the working class. Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off your lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth. I'm building communism. For all. This time, we won't fail. Pursue thought. There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world that's changing him. He's got no idea what he's in for. Why? 'Cause only love can break your heart. Feel the pillow under your cheek. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night. Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time. Open your eyes. I do like the dreams. I think initially I worried they were self-indulgent, but I think their commitment. I think a commitment to self-indulgence is stylized. That's what I think. What's our thought? Rise and shine, comrade. It's time to get to work. What's going on? Despite all the thinking you've been doing, only 0.0001% of communism has been built. It's too great a task to undertake alone. You're going to have to get organized. Endurance, godly, failure. Oof. Uh-oh. Organization hasn't exactly been your strong suit, historically speaking. I thought the shack was nice and cozy as is. Judging from the state of my ledger, I don't think that's possible. I'm ready. Let's get to it. Not really my thing. I'm ready. Let's get to it. You must seek out your revolutionary brothers and sisters. Find out how much communism they've built. Then, together, maybe you'll be able to build as much as 0.0002% of communism. But it won't be easy. Decades of persecution by coalition authorities have driven the remaining communists of Martinaise underground. Inland Empire, medium success. They live underground. These communists aren't men, they're mole people. I don't know if I want to go searching for mole people. But I'm part of the coalition authorities. Have I been persecuting communists this whole time? Will they help me fire up Mazov's socialist sausage grinder? How am I supposed to find them if they're hiding? I'm gonna start with this little bit of self-awareness. Possibly, if you have been, it's only because you're a double agent, acting in furtherance of your long-term objectives. Listen to this. Do you really think you're the kind of person an underground communist cell would entrust with a mission that requires such discretion? Maybe? Regardless, what's past is past. You need to look forward to the work of building communism for all. I don't know if I want to go searching for mole people. They're not mole people. They're your comrades in the eternal class struggle. It's your task to find and join them. Will they help me fire up Mazov's socialist sausage grinder? Just between us, you may want to lay off this grind up the bourgeoisie stuff. It's a bit off-putting, even to fellow communists. How am I supposed to find them if they're hiding? Let your nose guide you, detective. My nose? You must mean my nose, as in my huge and highly functioning brain. No. We meant your nose, as in that swollen muck detector in the center of your face. It just happens to be perfectly calibrated for sensing communists. Perception, smell, easy success. We really have no idea what they're talking about. There's no linkage between ideology and olfaction. What does communism smell like? Failure. There's so much failure in my life already. I don't know if I can take any more. That's why you're perfect for the job. No one's got a better nose for failure than you, Harry. Perception, smell. What you're smelling is your own body odor. Of course, nothing a shower and a change of clothes couldn't fix. Rhetoric. People sometimes complain there are no real communists left in Martinaise, but you can smell their presence. They're out there, waiting for you to join them. Encyclopedia, medium success. Incidentally, during the waning days of the anti-centennial revolution, a number of Ravisholian communards constructed elaborate hideouts in abandoned root cellars, hollowed out tree trunks, and even residential sewage tanks. This latter phenomenon gave rise to the early communist slogan, quote, "The future's bright when you flush out the white." Okay, I'm ready. Let's get organized. First, you'll have to locate the remaining communists in Martinaise. When you get near to someone with revolutionary potential, your nose will give you the signal to establish contact. Perception. Smell. Again, no, it won't. Any olfactory response you perceive will be strictly psychosomatic. Logic. Medium success. You could also just look out for more tangible evidence of communist activity. Images of Krasmovzov and white antlers are usually a dead giveaway. Hang on, what will I do once I establish contact with my fellow communists? You'll discuss the monumental world historical task that lies before you. You'll engage in rigorous and spirited debates about Mazovian theory and practice. But mostly you'll probably complain about other communists. Isn't that last part kind of counterproductive? Not at all. Complaining about other communists is one of the most important parts about being a communist. Roll up your sleeves. All right. Let's get to it. Accept task. New task. Get yourself organized. Here we go. Wake, brave worker. 'Tis no time for bed. Fight till there's no slaves below, and no masters o'erhead. This quest can take some time to do, if I recall correctly, so it's best to get what you can done when you can. Thank you. Yeah, I think it would be great to get myself organized. You can't build communism alone. It's time to join your revolutionary brethren, develop your political consciousness, and put Mazovian theory into practice. But where have all the communists gone? Roam the streets to sniff out some comrades. Oh yeah, and we've got some traps to check. There's the dead body. Oh yeah, I should call these people from Kim's Kinema. We can go pick up the dice. We can tell Andre about Suna's thoughts on the nightclub. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Oh yeah. Yep. Just gonna quickly skip through my journal. Mm-hmm. Oh. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. All seems doable. What is this again? Oh, right. That's the... Ooh, yeah, don't spill ice cream. Yeah, sure. I'll go talk to Joyce. Good morning, Kim.
Yes?
Hold still a second. Try to smell Kim. The lieutenant's posture becomes rigid and uncomfortable as you lean forward and sniff the area just above his shoulder blade. He smells like a man? A perfectly normal man? Wait. There's something there. Something that sets your GABA receptors aflutter. The lieutenant's aftershave. A common drugstore brand. Strong hints of pine needle. Strange. You're not getting any strong ideological whiffs from the lieutenant.
Do you need something, detective?
I was just wondering what brand of aftershave you use.
It's nothing fancy, just plain old Tiger Super Special. Are you thinking of, you know?
He gestures toward his cheeks with an invisible razor. Do you think I should? The lieutenant considers your mutton chops for a long moment. A slight grimace crosses his face.
Sorry, I'm really no expert on this sort of thing. Was there something else you wish to discuss?
No. My clothes. I currently have a -1 to perception, and it's because of my sunglasses, I think. So I will go ahead and swap in this pair because they give me a plus to visual calculus. A -1 to drama, but I don't think I'll need any. I wish I could smell Kim again.
Yes?
I'm gonna try again. Let's see. There we go. Medium success. The lieutenant is fastidious as a cat in matters of his personal upkeep. And yet, in the folds of his jacket, you can just perceive the stale and acrid traces of oil rags, transmission fluid, and brake pads. But what sort of ideological picture do these smells paint? It's tough to say.
Do you need something, detective?
Just as I suspected, you're no lieutenant, you're a mechanic.
I do like to hang around the motor pool every now and then, but that doesn't make me a mechanic. Sort of like how hanging around the liquor store hasn't made you into a master distiller.
Hey, I've been doing better.
You're right, detective. My apologies. Was there something else you wish to discuss?
Nothing. I remember this woman being very cool.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much? What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
She tilts her head and looks at the sea.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way. Point to the sunken vehicle.
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
She looks at the pointed direction. It's an installation. Wet your lips. Very conceptual. I wasn't feeling it. It was an accident. I'm sorry. I got drunk and apparently drove it into the sea. An official investigation has been launched by me to determine just that, ma'am. It's an installation. Very conceptual.
An installation? Us poor people are stupid and don't get installations. All I see is a heap of trash. This actually calls for a funeral, I think.
She raises her eyebrows. Are you suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
I don't think they have funerals for motor carriages. What an odd thought. Maybe I should. I don't want a funeral. I hate death. No, it's number 2. I want to do it.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
I agree. Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gottwaldian philosophers. Play it cool now. All right, I'm in. But organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake?
She says with a chuckle. Hold on, I would love to tell you about, let's see. I need to... Oh, Lord. Okay. Husband and wife artist assemblages who were... Yes. Yes. Okay. I think this is who I'm thinking of. Yes. Yes. Okay. We're gonna have a brief interlude. I'm gonna have a brief art interlude. Very brief, I promise. Okay. So There is an artist, there was an artist who passed away in the early 90s named Edward Keinholz. And he and his wife made assemblages and assemblage art. I have had the chance to see some of them. Let's see. Let me open an incognito window. And let me show you some of these pieces. You know, sort of like weird installations. Oh, I wish this were bigger. There's like a cool one that's like a hotel scene. There's one. Here we go. This one's called The Beanery, by Ed Keinholz. This is I saw this one at the museum in Amsterdam. This Stedelijk. I think that is Edward Keinholz and his penis, but it's artistic. This piece is like a little hotel room. But mostly what I would like for you to know about Edward Keinholz and his wife made a bunch of really, really cool installation pieces is basically the long and short of it. There's also this piece that's like someone staring into a window. It's just like weird, unsettling assemblages. Anyway, I would love to read to you about Edward Keinholz's death. So please join me, won't you? Death. Edward Keinholz died suddenly in Idaho on June 10th, 1994, from a heart attack. After hiking in the mountains near their home, he was a chronic smoker who had been struggling with diabetes, which progressively impaired the use of his extremities. He was buried in an authentic Keinholz installation. Robert Hughes writes, "His corpulent, embalmed body was wedged into the front seat of a brown 1940 Packard coupe. There was $1 and a deck of cards in his pocket, a bottle of 1931 Chianti beside him, and the ashes of his dog Smash in the back. He was set for the afterlife. To the whine of bagpipes, the Packard, steered by his widow, Nancy Redden Keinholz, rolled like a funeral barge into the big hole." And she died in 2019. And I don't know if I wonder if she had a similar, no, doesn't say that she didn't have a similar funereal departure from this world. But what a commitment to installation work by ensuring that your own funeral was as spectacular and bizarre. Thanks, Ed. And that's our art interlude. So I would love to have a funeral for our car in a way that that is similar. Let's see what we can make happen.
Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
The lieutenant looks at you sympathetically. It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities, like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area, or...
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example.
The lieutenant looks at you, almost gently. Empathy. Medium success. He liked the Capri funeral idea. Be seeing you. Hello, ma'am. I have something for you.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
I could use a breather before another rainy day begins.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you'll have an easier life in your hands.
She nods, handing the jacket back to you. What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
She replies and wipes her forehead. Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
She smiles a gap-toothed smile and smells the air.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She frowns. Empathy, medium success. She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking. I get the feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting, even through the night.
She scoffs.
And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Logic, medium success. Those would be the dance music enthusiasts in their tent. What else is on down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
What is it then? Apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Who'd want to come to a fish market here?
No one. That's why it's closed. It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else.
After a long pause, she adds.
Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else.
That's it? There's gotta be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
She drops a bar of soap into the bucket with a splash. Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Oh, I lost my name. I feel like I can trust her. I feel like this is the most open that Raphael would be about his name. I lost my name.
These things happen occasionally. Don't worry. You'll find yourself once more.
I think I will. She makes it sound like losing one's name was as common as a midlife crisis. Goodbye. I'm off. And I would love to learn about this jacket. Oh. The Fouln Windbreaker. So currently we have this jacket that gives us esprit de corps and visual calculus, but we could be wearing this. This windbreaker is like a protective cocoon, placing the wearer's torso into a pocket universe where wind, water, dirt, and fire cannot harm them. Huge writing, 100% synthetic, is proudly displayed on the chest. It lets absolutely no air through. Warning, item not actually fireproof. It's sweaty, makes me sweat like a pig. And this gives me, what does it give me? Pain threshold and half-life, but -1 to drama. Well, I'm gonna keep on my esprit de corps and visual calculus, because esprit de corps, as someone pointed out, is like a bonus to my Kim understanding. It's basically my Kim skill. But if I have to go fight anybody... Did I talk to these kids? I did talk to these kids. Oh, what was I gonna do? I had a plan. Nope. Yes, I need to call some folks from Kim's Kinema. So I'll head to Martinez. Oh, whoa. Who are these people? Hello. Fuck the world. Ugh, you tell him, bud.
One brutal motor carriage.
Says the young man with "piss written on his back. Wow.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan. Fuck the world.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
He agrees.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
He steps in.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
He turns to his companion. Conceptualization. Challenging success. Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational title. Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop.
Oh.
We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay. Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs. Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
Great question. It's not a question. Don't get into it. I'm so glad you asked.
The question was rhetorical. The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
Encyclopedia medium success. Besmertne, or Besmerti, the Immortals, are West Revacholian crime syndicates. Oh. There's a fire engine.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
Now that... Oh. Okay. Some sirens were happening. Nonverbal? Ooh, or I could say nothing, which is its own nonverbal.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Oh, yeah. Do you know anything about the murder that took place here? Point to the yard.
Murder?
A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
He clears his throat.
Also, he was hanged.
Anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
These punks.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
You exist in a world between the signifier and the sign. Ah. This sounds like epistemology, a field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself. I know that you don't know shit.
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
Great question. Maybe it's true. The hanged man is merely a prop in a performance. We are the audience, and the artist is somewhere in the dark. That could be the case, yes. A brilliant work of art. The lieutenant raises an eyebrow, but does not comment. Do you guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
The young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
He adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting. Rhetoric, medium success. For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. Empathy, challenging success. Odd, there isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. Esprit de corps, easy success. The lieutenant, on your left, is unusually lenient towards them. I see you kids are into anodic dance music?
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
He exclaims, then stops himself, processing the rest of your question.
Be wary of the abyss.
His blonde friend adds ominously and points to his temple.
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
The lieutenant answers for the two rebels. A threat? Good, I like those. Don't fuck with me, boys. I'm one of the bad cops. I just wanted to talk about music, and now there's conflict all of a sudden. It's too much. Shake your head.
That's right. You should back off and let silence rule supreme.
The young man says, looking unsure of himself.
This is ridiculous. Boys, do you know why the gang is called Skulls?
The lieutenant gives you an irritated glance.
Yeah. The skull symbolizes the embrace of death and nothingness, present in all of us. The vehicle of our future operations. Death and nothingness.
They're called Skulls because when you are shot dead in the middle of the street, the skull is the only part the stray dogs want to eat.
Holy shit. Esprit de corps, trivial success. Just trust me and follow my lead. So, boys, want to feed the dogs? No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable. The other one shuffles uncomfortably, nevertheless continuing to steal glances at the lieutenant's motor carriage. Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
The lieutenant replies instead. Apart from the Union themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
The young men exchange approving nods. Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you a part of the Skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you think that the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
The other one quickly adds and whispers something to his friend. Oh, an ad is about to start. Perception, hearing, medium success. We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
The blonde agrees and provocatively spits on the pavement. Enough about this scullery, then.
Mm-hmm.
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Why does your jacket have pissfit written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
Wow. Very bold to be so open about your kinks like that.
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
Huh.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
All right, McLuhan. The medium is the message. Sure. But who's the Grand Piper? Does make you think. We're talking about the attention economy? Do you feel like your jacket is emblematic of the attention economy? Expand on this.
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow. I think his expertise might be piss. And why do you have "fuck the world" written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I see. We're gonna have an ad in the next few seconds. And then we will resume. Is the ad for piss? Great, I would love to know. Man, a Subway ad. Okay. I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
Whoops. This is what he was talking about. It's the medium is the message. An MCU ad. I'm so sorry. It's a 1964 piece about how a communication medium itself, not the messages it carries, should be primarily the focus of study. He shows that artifacts, as media, affect any society by their characteristics or content. If you ever take a media studies class, you will read this paper. The medium is the message is a teeter, a way of getting attention. There's a wonderful sign hanging in a Toronto junkyard which reads, "Help Beauty Junkyards. Throw something lovely away today." This is a very effective way of getting people to notice a lot of things, and so the title is intended to draw attention to the fact that a medium is not something neutral. It does something to people. It takes hold of them. It rubs them off. It massages them and bumps them around, chiropractically, as it were, and the general roughing up that any new society gets from a medium, especially a new medium, is what is intended in that title. There you go. Marshall McLuhan, classic, greatest hits. You know, when a medium rubs you off, I think that the guy who loves piss would like that. That is a terrible metaphor.
You get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone.
Whoa. Wow. He really said it. He just tweeted it out.
Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
So are you saying that you should fuck everything or nothing? Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point. Rhetoric. Savoir-faire. Trivial success. Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops? Hey, Kim. Lower your voice.
Yes?
What do you think about their jackets?
Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan.
The lieutenant shrugs. Why are you always so patronizing when cool possibilities cross our path?
What are you implying?
The lieutenant looks confused. Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a piss fit or a fuck the world kind of guy?
Neither.
Come on, Kim. It's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think piss is the stronger of the 2 statements.
That works. I feel more like a fuck the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempts.
The lieutenant remarks. That's an origin story for a dynamic duo, right there.
So are we done here? Or you don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
We have to get them. We need them. Okay, talking with you has definitely been something. I have to leave immediately right now and then come back. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, I think all my found stuff is half-light, so let me just put on the gloves. I think that's physical instrument, not half-life. I'm gonna keep saying half-life. Okay, not the bow tie. I did the Found gloves. Half light, half light. The Found windbreaker to half light. +2 to authority. Pain threshold. Okay, let's see. If I
That ride is fucking lightning.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm just real quick gonna save because I do listen. Sometimes save scumming is justified. And I'm justified. Whoops, wrong. Okay. So Half-Light is a physique item. So we just need to very quickly meditate into physique and take away from intellect.
That ride is fucking lightning.
Okay.
Hey, piss.
Okay.
Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
Yeah. Okay. It's so justified. It's just like clipping a coupon for your future fashion. Exactly. Okay. So let's meditate into, I've already forgotten, into physique and away from intellect. All right. 3, 2, 1. Meditate into physique, not psyche. Take away from intellect. Medell97, don't you worry. I will explain it to you briefly. I promise you. I promise you. Oh, I minimized the window. Okay, hold on. 83%. Okay. %, and I lost it. And I also lost my stream window. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Gamers. Please don't save scum. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I already did it, but I should have played through the scene. I should have played through the scene.
Fucking lightning.
Hey, piss. Look who it is.
Okay.
Shrunken cophead material.
Ready? Okay, I did fail again. So I will... If it's persistent, I'm going to be so bummed. But I will play through the scene. I will do it because that's important. That's an important part of the process. Listen. These guys aren't scary. You're not scary. I have nothing to work with here. It's either begging or bullying or both. Just ask them, maybe. Gentlemen, I need your jackets.
Why?
Look at the shit I'm wearing.
Yeah, like he said, total shit. What about it?
There's a spark of sympathy in the youth's eyes. You didn't say that. My clothes make me sad. I need to fun it up. Leather would be such a cool look on me. I need to fun it up. The lieutenant looks down at his bomber jacket and shrugs, obviously content with his uniform. Please.
Fine. Fuck it. Here. Take it then. I can't handle this sad shit.
It's true. He simply can't. It's called empathy. Wow. I did not see that coming. You better wear that jacket with pride.
Fuck that. You're not getting mine. My dad's a lawyer in La Delta. He'll have your badge.
The other one snaps at you. Oh my god, that's so funny.
No, he won't.
The lieutenant is lightly amused by the situation. Wait. World fucker. You got a rich dad?
No. He's like a volunteer lawyer. A total bitch. Cites law and does dishes.
He looks startled.
You know what, cop? Fuck you. That's not what this is about. You're not getting my jacket.
Fuck him. We don't need his rich dad jacket anyway. Turn to Kim. Fuck it. We don't need the other one. You said that you're more of a piss-fit guy, kind of guy, so I got the jacket for you.
I'm not wearing that jacket.
Why not? You could really raise hell. Go undercover. Hard.
I don't think this case requires us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jacket will be useful at all.
Still, it's good to know that we have it should the need arise.
The need will not arise.
Look at this cute shit. How can we become skulls if you go around fraternizing with cops? Let's get the fuck out of here before anyone sees us.
The dark-haired youth points at you, then turns to his friend.
Fuck. I'm sorry, man. I just don't like confrontations, that's all.
He hangs his head in shame. End. That was very funny. +1 drama, -1 authority. Yo. It's a pretty good jacket. I also like how it makes my arm and chest transparent for some reason. Does anyone want me to go back and see if we can't get both jackets? I mean, I'll save here. We'll just see. Yeah, why not? Let's just see. Oh. Hold, please. Oh, I can't. Not while I'm in the middle of this thought. Composure. You've finally made it, haven't you? People point fingers at you and whisper to each other when you pass by, wondering to themselves, where did that man get such a cool jacket? Did he receive it upon graduating the École Normale Supérieure de Badasserie? Is he dangerous? Damn right I'm dangerous. Yeah, I'm a danger to myself. What am I doing? This is insane. I mean, that second part is true. But the first one is also true. You are very dangerous, my friend. Dangerous and cool. In fact, no one dares to say a single thing about the jacket. But believe me, they are all very impressed. Yeah, it says the other one is technically Kim's. So I just want to be sure that we're you know, looking at all options. So I'll just take us back to the 546 one. Okay.
That ride is fucking lightning.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
Okay. So we're going to meditate again. Exact same situation. It's just putting one into physique and one away from intellect. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Ready? Go. Into physique, away from intellect, it's no issue. It's so simple. Oh my god. So sorry. That was just my Streamlabs zipping across the screen very briefly. Alright. Off we go. Yes! Okay. Remember, we are allowed to choose whichever future best suits us because it's a fish dream. Okay? A fish dream, of course, comes from our Crusader Kings playthrough, where we ate some fish, then went to war with France, lost spectacularly, and then save scummed. There was also, I do believe, somebody in chat who, I hope they are still here, like Madeline97, was like, I don't understand the mechanics that are happening here, and I need to catch up. If you are still here, I'd love to tell you that we're just playing an RPG that has stats and qualifiers that are tested against in certain encounters. So like we roll against them like you would in a tabletop game, where you sort of like are rolling based on the number of stats you have, and you have to hit like a hidden number for success. Sometimes it's known, sometimes it's not. In this instance, I think we did know it because we knew we had a 72% chance, right? So we rolled 17, we had to get at least 14, right? And the reason that we're using this meditation extension is because I'm streaming the game, which allows viewers like you to boost certain stats so that I have extra modifiers on my own rolls to be able to meet the number that I'm trying to meet. I hope I made that make sense. And if you didn't know that that's how Disco Elysium worked, you know now. All right. Let's see if we can't get both jackets for me and Kim. Oh, great. Okay. Half-Light. Legendary success. No. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that. Wait, how? Suggest they're massive skulls. Come on. Boys. With those jackets, you're gonna be the Skull Kings in no time.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
He quickly looks around, then pauses.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Rhetoric, medium success. Prospect must be a hierarchical term. Probably in the lower end. Raise your voice. Not even prospects and already aspiring to be kings?
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
The lieutenant's voice rings over the plaza. He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
The youth presses through his clenched teeth. There's panic in his eyes. Now, bring it to the jackets. And yes, start shouting. Yes! We want to be a cool killer skulls too, like you guys, but we don't have skull jackets.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
Not much is left of the nihilistic rebel at this point. The young man before you is scared out of his mind. Empathy, medium success. You got it. No need for cruelty. Skull King, make shrunken heads out of us. You offer us your jackets like that? It would be impolite to refuse. Reach out your hand.
Oh, man. Okay. I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
His shoulders slump under the weight of sadness. You offer me the jacket like a football?
Fuck.
Yes. The other one sighs deeply. The lieutenant watches the boy take their jackets off, with mild amusement. Turn to Kim. Since you said you're more of a pissfoot kind of guy, I'll take the other one.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Why not? They're a pair. We could really raise hell. Go undercover. Hard.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
Cold-hearted cop.
Still, it's good to know we have a pair in case the need arises.
The need will not arise.
Conceptualization, easy success. Pity. The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man were standing alone on a street corner with "Pissfit" written on his back, it would just be an individual that has taken a liking to urine. And "fuck the world," all on its own, is, frankly, generic.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
The dark-haired young man just stands there, defeated. The wind blows.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
Wow. Amazing. We didn't get to have that fun detail that the brunette guy, his dad is a lawyer, which is very funny. I've done dozens of playthroughs and never gotten the jackets. This is great. I'm so glad we could do that for you. We did save Scum. That was our third try. But I'm glad, it was for the experience. It was for the experience. Okay, let's look at our spoils. I think we should wear "Fuck the World." It's... Oh, they both do different things. It's just so good. A leather jacket that quite recently belonged to a hoodlum who understood love for what it really is. It has the hoodlum's nom de guerre written on the back. It's quite a statement. And besides, this is A for Kim, and B, I just don't think it's Raphael. +1 to drama, no fucks given. -1 to authority. Wait, I'm a detective? A leather jacket that quite recently belonged to a young man who possessed some intimate knowledge on the human condition. It has his nom de guerre on the back, and it's quite a statement. Yeah, I'll stick with this one. Amazing. And it doesn't look like we're having the conceptual question about whether or not people look at us. So I'm glad we did go through that thought sequence. Yeah, maybe when we finish the homosexual underground thought, Kim will want to wear the second one. All right, time to call around. Okay. Pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Okay. Number 1, I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment.
You can hear her shuffling through some papers.
Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
An unidentified middle-aged man, height 170 to 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No, it seems like it was an accident. Someone might have pushed him. I don't know that we think that. Do we think that somebody pushed him? Is there something I'm misremembering about the body? I feel like we thought it was an accident, and it made Raphael really sad. Seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
She repeats. Yeah. Perception, hearing, medium success. You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
It's from Central Jamrock Public Library. It belongs to someone named Billy Magine.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Connect me to Jamrock Public Library. Although, who is it that we wanted to call about... Yeah. Call Alice back on the armor's owner. Please connect me to Sylvie again. Is that the woman that we thought originally had called from the Whirling in Rags? Because I don't want to bother her again. I will... Oh, it would be option 4. I guess because it was grayed out, my brain was like, not useful, irrelevant. But thank you very much.
Still no word, I'm afraid, sir.
Okay.
I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Then connect me to Jamrock Public Library, please.
I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Oh, okay. Elaferno, thanks for the cheering for the 100 bits. Are you taking the case or is the case taking you? Great existential question. I can't be sure. Will the case require undercover? It's okay. I got you, bud. Okay.
We should try again during business hours.
I will, Kim.
Anything else, Detective?
Do I want to be connected to the 41st for any reason?
Just a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
I'm happy to report that I did find my badge.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then.
Okay.
Over.
Thank you. There are apparently some personal details I would like to discuss with you.
10-4, sir. Sorry, but I'm under orders to give a negative to request for personal information. Over.
You mean you can't tell me anything about me? But I'm me.
10-4. Orders are still orders. Anything else?
No.
Over.
Goodbye.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Well, goodbye. Okay, well, we'll have to call back in... God damn it, I was being so good. Okay, we'll have to call back again. And there was another timed one. Pick up the dice from the dice maker. Sure. Roam the streets to sniff out some comrades. And I can go turn in my quest in the doomed commercial area to Plaisance. I'm sure Plaisance will love my new jacket. And maybe I can get Annette involved in the communism. Right? She must be a comrade. Hello, Plaisance. I went in that area.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
She seems anxious. I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Neha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
Her eyes widen. She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman. Like you. No, ma'am. I have felt her aura. She is not the one to blame for this curse. She's not a businesswoman like her. I have felt her aura, and she is not to blame.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She looks perplexed. Logic, medium success. The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. Composure, medium success. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. Suggestion, easy success. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you want to just lie, sire? She says there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. The source is in the taxidermist's shop. He became involved in arts darker than taxidermy and brought the void spirits down upon this place. Honestly, I don't have an answer yet. There are still leads to be followed, like that strange radio computer thing. There is another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it. I mean, listen, I don't want to downright and outright blame the taxidermist, but it does sound the most interesting. Hems and Haws, I'm happy to say that I'm currently wearing the Fuck the World jacket because we do have two. We have both jackets. Mm-hmm. It's tough. She needs to tear her narrative down. I mean, she says there is no curse. Yeah, let's run a vote. Let's see what people think. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Vote for which one you'd prefer. It's tough. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. 50%. Pretty strong. I think we're falling the same way that I sort of was, which is that, you know, just sort of make it sound just vague enough, but carry on. Good idea.
A third order presence. Yes.
She lets go of the pendant. Empathy, medium success, a great dark relief washes over her.
I've heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long, and definitely not in the presence of my daughter.
She gestures for you to be silent.
I understand everything, sir. Thank you for your descending into the maelstrom. I will keep fort up here, strengthen the wards, do my best. And if you happen upon the third entity in your travels, may the Lord be with you.
She performs an X-shaped cross on her chest.
Well, this has been absolutely educational. If we happen on the third presence in our travels, we will certainly come back to tell you.
Inland Empire, medium success. Yes, the venture continues. In other waters. Darker waters.
Should we get out of here before the vortex collapses?
He turns to you. Shivers. Challenging success. The shop around you feels ancient suddenly. Damp and saturated by the coastal air. The books are rotting. A great cold lives here. And there, too. 1,200 meters away on the urban coast. The dark shape of a church is reflected on the water. Chilling. Farewell for now, book peddler. Time to talk to your daughter. Surely you are a communist.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
She smiles warmly, but we are not allowed to speak. Okay. Kim, listen. I know you want to solve this murder, but what if we played a board game? Okay. Let's see. Which...
Lousy auras there.
Yeah.
No, I've heard they turn people into occult
Sure.
enthusiasts. That they have rituals.
But I think
where
that's...
they try to summon entities.
I think
highly immoral stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can still buy them, though.
I will. I think I'm going to buy this one. Suzerainty is the one you can play, not Viral. I thought I could play both of them. Give Annette the Fuck the World jacket. I mean, she deserves to have it. Maybe there is a way. Dangerous. Okay. I'll let that one simmer. We'll figure it out. Okay, so I have now done that one. So let's head out to... Oh, we can't play Viral. We can only play Suzerainty. Okay, noted. Let's head out to Joyce's boat. As to Wit pointed out, there are some things that you can talk about with Joyce that require a bit of time, and it's better to begin when you can. So I'll talk with her maybe about the pail. Let's see what we can uncover. Hello, ma'am.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I found my badge, by the way.
By love, you did.
She inspects the piece of blue plastic, her eyes scanning from left to right. Composure, medium success. Fast, observantly, like an electronic printer.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
Seaweed drips from the badge in your hand. It smells of fish.
How about you share your information on the lynching, now that you've seen his badge?
The goalposts have moved, Lieutenant. In the absence of the badge, I have informed my employer there will be a probe. I cannot rescind that promise. To my knowledge, the drivers are still at the roundabout. I will tell you everything I know when you've finished with them.
She smiles apologetically. This was your plan all along.
My plan is to share information. The only way to do that now is by telling my employers you've kept your end, which I hope you will, because let me tell you, we are in dire waters.
She shakes her head vigorously. Rhetoric, medium success. Meaning the information she has will raise the stakes in this game. How bad can the info she has be?
The sooner the probe is finished, the sooner I can share crucial information with you. Now, is there anything I can do for you in the meanwhile? Tea, perhaps?
Okay. By the way, I've talked to Everard Clare.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
She smiles. Carefully. Okay. Ooh. Oh?
Hello. Hi.
There's a kitty cat here. Virginia, do you want to jump up? Do you want to come up? It's wild how when I am working, when I'm writing at my computer, she jumps up and sits in between me and my keyboard. But when I'm streaming and I want to show her to the world, she won't do it. Yeah, on the cat tower, scratching. Of course. Oh, stretch break. She's protecting you from the PhD. Yeah, she absolutely is. She truly is. She truly is. Ugh. I would like to get some more water. I'll be right back. That's my stretch break. Hold, please. Yeah? Jingling? Jingling? No, I'm scratching from the Bible chair and then I'll eat a break. Yeah. hello. My microphone was on. What? Hello, hello. Okay, I have my water. All right, let's do this. So here's the thing. Disco Elysium hates it when you try and play coy, right? Like trying to skirt along for as long as possible until you get confronted with a decision that like actually changes the course of things. And it sort of forces you to make choices because it really wants to push back against the sort of moral in turn notion that you can simply not make choices and vacillate. So, but of course, right, all of these answers are like shitty and uncomfortable on purpose, right? Yeah, there's nothing Disco Elysium hates more than a wishy-washy liberal. So true. One of the options is just, I didn't. How did you like Mr. Clare? I didn't. Which is gives not a lot of information. But then there's also, it's not important if I liked him. I was doing my job. I feel like both of those Disco Elysium is not going to be comfortable with. They want me to be somebody. But then we've got, he's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Everard Clare is a hero of the workers' movement. He is the champion I've sworn fealty to. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. Sometimes I feel like a little bloated rainbow socialist when I've eaten too much. I can do business with him. For a socialist, he's reasonable. He is not the champion I have chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you and the cause of capital. It's not important if I liked him. I was just doing my job. My gut instinct is to go with one of these wishy-washy answers. But I want the communist builder to be proud of me, you know? I do think I didn't might be the most, like, in between. I didn't like him. But I am in favor of the working class. But Joyce is just going to carry on with that. She's going to be like, yes, because he's the worst. It's what Kim might say. Garden Tech, that's the most... He did blackmail us. Yeah, exactly. But if it's what Kim... Yeah, but it's what Kim might say. Kim is a moral internist. He's a moral internist. It's tough. It's tough. I'll say I didn't. He did blackmail us.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Verm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
She looks at the ground and nods.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Okay, so confirmation from Kim that the most lib response would be to say it doesn't matter if I liked him or not, I was doing my job.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something...
She turns to you.
How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
She smiles. Conceptualization, medium success. Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things. That money you gave me, would that make things weird? If I shared information, I mean? Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun. He asked me to open a door. He asked me to deliver an envelope. I'd rather talk about something else for now, if you don't mind.
Weird. Oh no. One of the positive things to come from the revolution is the unhindered exchange of information, you see, even when it comes to trade secrets.
I know, Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun is a great sentence.
Which isn't to suggest our talks constitute corporate espionage. Even if they did, it would be fine. But they don't, since you logged the money as a donation, and this is clearly just gossip between friends.
Clearly. The lieutenant might have, but I don't remember you logging anything as anything, Harry. I'd rather talk about something else for now, if you don't mind.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later, down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat.
She simmers down.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
I've got more questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality?
Yeah.
My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
There we go. What is... Reach for something fundamental. Conceptualization. Impossible success. What is all of this? The scent. The sound. The air. What world is this?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The fading pearls of her eyes look to the sea. Inland empire, easy success. The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water. What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough.
She concludes. Shivers. Challenging success. A frisson lifts the hair on the back of your arm. Wind sweeps the surface of the bay. The wind is sweeping the waters. The world is a suzerainty of Revachol.
There is a term of endearment they coined for it in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
What is it?
Elysium.
Elysium. The world needs a term of endearment.
It does. There are those who would call it hell.
What is hell?
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
I don't feel like I have the whole picture yet.
Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
She raises her finger to her lips. How come?
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
How about it's a ball? Inside sideways? What shape is this world, then?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
ORG. Occident, Revachol, Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
A dark grey corona?
Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
She pauses. Half late. Easy success. A cold fear seeps into you. Oh my god, wait. What the hell are you telling me?
You seem to be spooked. Please don't be.
Her voice becomes homely, calm. She lets a moment pass. The pale? And what do you mean, corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here.
She looks around.
But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
A fractured corona doesn't feel like it's gonna bring anyone together.
You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
I don't care about disco, I only care about the commune.
See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
Shivers, medium success. The cold seeps into you. The air is heavy, with 80% humidity. Inland Empire, easy success. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses. You said pale. What is this pale?
The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
The lieutenant looks at his watch. Excuse me, Kim.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
She bows, then turns to you. I don't want to. I want to know what the pale is.
I don't think your colleague would appreciate that. He has already been so patient with this whole exercise. Let's continue with something else, all right? You can ask about anything else in the world. Anything.
She leans against the railing. Savoir-faire. You could sneak back. Later. When the lieutenant is not here. Unless you can convince him to step aside? Oh. Kim trusts me. Hold on, let me check
been of assistance. The little that I know.
Let me check my inventory, see if I have anything to add to my volition. I don't think so. Put that on underneath my jacket. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and we can meditate. Volition is in psyche, so we'll add to psyche and take away from intellect. Easy peasy. We've already saved.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Puts on futuristic armor. Okay, now I am prepared to learn about the Pale. Okay, I've got some more questions
More
about
lessons in basic reality? My
All right.
favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
83%, so we're going to add 2. I've already forgotten. We're adding 2. Psyche, taking away from intellect. Add to psyche, take away from intellect. Add to psyche, take away from intellect. Then hit the vote button. Oh my god, why do I keep doing this? Okay. 92%, let's see. Okay. Volition. Good idea. Just ask him. He won't make a scene. Kim, can I talk to the ma'am alone for a second?
Fine.
He steps away with his notes. Oh wow, that was close. Oof. I'm glad I remembered to put on the futuristic armor. See? What can he do? You're a grown man. Now, what is the Pale?
Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
Yes. What is the Pale?
Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
Wait, and what is an isla?
Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the Pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7.
I had figured that we were talking about the isolas of the archipelago, the islands. But I guess we're speaking about interdimensional land masses.
Mundi, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Insulinde.
Yeah, I thought those were just the... Okay. The lore for this game is absolutely wild. Also, we're supposed to be getting an ad in 1 minute and 10 seconds. And Insulinde is...
An oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear.
She stops. Yeah, I Spy Blue Sky. I read somewhere that this game is a side story set in the developer's TTRPG universe. Yeah, I think it is. This is like, I think they wrote like a book or another game in Estonian? Yeah. Continents, land masses, has never fully clicked for me. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna get our ad and then we'll move on. They made new Sour Patch Kids? An ad for dairy? Nutrition bar and then dog treat. Sure. What are you going to do? Okay, we're going to finish this conversation with Joyce about the Pale and then we'll call it for the day so I can eat dinner and watch Guy's Grocery Games. Okay. What is the Pale like? I think Garden Tech that Big Dairy has been frightened by the rise of alternative milks. Talk about the underground homosexual agenda or whatever it may be. The advertising for Big Milk has had to step its game up. Remember when they were lobbying to make it so that you couldn't call alternative milks milks? And they were like, you have to call them drinks or beverages? What is the Pale like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
All right, Heidegger. The negation of being. The negation of...
That's right. The negation of being.
She tightens her hood around her neck. It's cold outside. Joyce, you were missing that the Pale is my wife. Is it here? Look around.
No, detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
She points to the sea. Inland Empire. As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach. 6,000 kilometers from the end of the world?
Yes. That is enough. Many cities are built much closer.
And point north. There?
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse.
Porch Collapse is a great combo of words.
Imagine a grey coronal mist, cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism, a mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
Oh, is that disco? Half-light, medium success. You hear your pulse rise. The air feels caustic and cold suddenly. Porch collapse, like what happens when you have termites. Yeah, I was also thinking it sounded a little bit like a punk band. What are its physical qualities?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic.
I mean, listen, Derrida just talk about this. Okay. Talking about the trace. So the Pale, okay, we could say, is in itself a present absence. It is the thing that we know to mean nothing. And therefore, in that we know that it's nothing, becomes something. Damn, I do deserve to wear this jacket.
The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier.
The number barrier.
It may be impossible.
If we're surrounded by Pale, how do you get from one Isla to Isla?
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
Her lungs deflate. Her words sound like a sigh. Are they about to tell me about the Chome Corporation? Are they about to tell me about who is allowed to pilot ships following the Jutlarian Beehod? This is a copy of Dune behind me. I'm making a Dune reference. No one has min-maxed past the barrier. Perception. Hearing. A squall of birds. Hardware operating in the harbor. Firm. Self-evident. Jutlarian Beehod.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost. or having our minds damaged.
The Pale can damage the mind?
Extensively.
How?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter.
You mean Foucault's heterotopia? Yeah. The accretion of knowledge collapsing in on itself and creating an other place, simultaneously sacred and stripped of sanctity. Classic.
They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
I'm looking forward to the past here. Who says and who argues? Who says and who argues?
The logical positivists say, the dialectical materialists argue.
So we're trying to say that the logical positivists say that the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation, but it's the dialectical materialists who say that the Pale consists of past information and that's degrading. It's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. Yeah, that tracks. Fair enough. What does this over-radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
Fair enough. It's more for her. Way more. You're not a civilian passenger?
No, Lieutenant Dubois. I'm entreprenetic business class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Entreprenetic. Exceptional. Empathy. Medium success. Perhaps that explains her strange pining after the revolution? Some degraded early memories. Someone else you've met may have been exposed as well. The strange gray-haired woman in her lorry. Do lorry drivers pass the Pale?
Yes. Carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
She nods. You should ask the Pale driver about this. See what she says. That poor woman must have stories to tell like you wouldn't imagine. Are you over-radiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
What is entreprenetic?
Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
She corrects you. They have not traveled the entire circumference of the Pericarnassian super Isola. It was not merely in the west, it was everywhere. Even then, surrounding them. Did they cross it? The Western Plain?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
What has entreprenetics changed then?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic craft?
Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended.
Sure.
Once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
If we do not?
Then they don't.
How much Pale is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter. and the ratio is slipping.
Slipping how? To our detriment, or...
What do you think, Detective?
She looks you in the eye. It's shrinking. There's more and more of the world. It's growing. There is more and more of the Pale.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
It's not extreme at all. It's going to happen.
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
I wonder if there's a way that we can think about this with the lens of the climate crisis, and how the climate crisis is sort of like the accretion of human existence suffocating us. And the Pale seems to be this overabundance, this accretion of human experience that then subtracts itself from the world. I don't know. Much to think about. Much to think about. Billy Ray Cyrus. Inland Empire. Off we go. You can see the hanged man's mouth open. Off we go into the wild Pale yonder.
One and all. They say Pale is death, but for the universe.
She closes her eyes. A sick motorcycle drove by. Let's return to reality, please.
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
Nothing, just alcohol fumes and blackout. I sometimes sense vague shadows of a past, and it's not good. I'm getting a sense of who I am, but no, I didn't know this. I think it's number 2. I actually have heard about the Pale. And I do know bits about myself now.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Ooh, a lot of options here. Okay, so we've got, it's terrifying. You were right, it's disco. It will end all life. That we continue to persist at all is a testament to our faith in one another. Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. A powerful anti-communist force. Perhaps too powerful, but still, they have it coming. I'm worried, I have to say. It doesn't sound very liberal to me. I don't know how you've all survived with it. It's a huge accomplishment. Who am I to think anything of it? I'm going to say number 4, that we continue to persist at all as a testament to our faith in one another, but I do believe also number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Her eyes tense. Crow's feet radiate from them. She observes you. Your bloodshot eyes and swollen face.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
I'll handle it. It's under control. This investigation will be my masterpiece, the one they remember me by, I promise. I'm saying that one.
I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi.
I will.
I ran a check on him and he is very competent.
I agree.
In the meanwhile...
Yes? Empathy. Medium success. Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
You have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
She gives you a slight bow.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality lowdown, or should we do actual police work now?
You needn't have worried. That was fucking insane, Kim. Right. Let's get to work, Lieutenant. Some more reality lowdown before we go. I'm gonna throw Kim a bone. You know what, Lieutenant? You're right. Let's get to work.
Good luck, detectives.
She nods you goodbye. Oh, Kim, are you sure you don't want your jacket?
Yes?
Never mind. Okay. Let's go ahead and save the game. And I am going to save it at... Oh, I can, right. Okay. Call Alice about library. And that's how I'll save it, so I remember. Thank you all so much for watching the stream today. I know it's been a while since we've played Disco Elysium, but huge shout out to everybody who came out. I hope I will see you next weekend, next Sunday, my disco days. And then hopefully Jack and I will be able to return to the quarry this upcoming weekend / next weekend. I don't know what you call it where you are. But the Saturday most immediate to this one, I would love to go back and right our wrongs in the quarry. If you haven't had a chance to watch our playthrough, it is available here on twitch.tv, but you have to promise that you'll go into it with an open mind. Okay. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you for writing out whatever it is that Twitch is doing with ads. I hope that for some of you it's easier. For some of you, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll see what it is. And as always, have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, dead of night, time zone, wherever you are. Have a good one, and I will see you next time. All right. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.